this video, I basically want to talk about if you're someone who's really a people pleaser and if you're someone who really does not want to be a bother to anyone and you only care about other people feeling comfortable and you forget about yourself and taking care of yourself and you being yourself and doing whatever you want to do. So, if you're the same person who went through that, I'm going to talk about some of the realization that I've had and also some of the shifts that I've made. The first thing is that realize that you deserve to take up space. Like, I realized this really recently where when I'm making videos and talking about my thoughts and what I've learned and what I realized, that's basically everything about my videos. It's more of a journal that I'm talking about myself. And instead of me talking about myself comfortably, I would literally be like, what are people going to think about this? Like, what would people think? Like, what if I'm cringe? What if I'm weird? What if this and that? And I would always judge myself. It's not most of the time, it's not because that like people around you are judging you and treating you terribly. It's like you sometimes build that subconscious mind to judge yourself and to filter yourself every single time you try to speak or every single time you try to do anything. And so if you grew up in a surrounding, this always go back to childhood. I know every single thing goes back to childhood, but that's how it literally works. If you grew up with people who always judge you and criticize you for literally like doing anything or saying anything, you build this mindset of like, okay, before they judge me, I need to judge myself, therefore I'm going to be safe. So you build this mental checkpoint, like this mental checklist for yourself every single time you speak. And so that's why you're like very afraid of just being yourself, like being unapologetically yourself and just doing whatever you want to do and being true to yourself. And so I realized that I am on this world to take up space. I deserve to take up space. I deserve to say whatever I want to say. I deserve to speak my mind and I deserve to do whatever I want. It's not my intention to hurt anyone or to make anyone feel uncomfortable. Like, that's never your intention. Your intention is to just be yourself and to just live your life. And so sometimes someone can have a problem with you when you're trying to be yourself and when you're trying to do whatever you want to do. And the reason why, it's not because that you are the problem, it's something that they're dealing with within themselves. And sometimes something that you say triggers them, it's because it's something that's within themselves. Or you do something that annoys them and triggers them, maybe it's because something that they are very insecure about. So it literally has nothing to do with you. Even if someone is lashing out at you for just being yourself, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. Because you always deserve to take up space and you always deserve to be yourself. And that also can be like you like literally cannot have any confidence. I was watching this video about a girl talking about like, and she said something that's very interesting about confidence. She was like, confidence is walking into a room, being unapologetically yourself, and then you walk out of that room not caring what anybody thinks. And I was like, wow, that's really interesting because that is real confidence. It's like you start living according to you and according to your own soul and according to your own needs. And the way that you can shift that in your mind is like, instead of asking yourself what are people going to think about this, your mental checkpoint should always be, is this according to my values? Is this something that's true to me? Is this something that I'm passionate about? And then you're going to start acting according to your own self, and you're not going to feel ashamed of taking up space and being yourself. And so the second thing that I also realized is that you deserve to take your time. Whenever you're going through the process of healing and improving yourself and building yourself up, it requires time. It requires patience. If you have like a certain body goal and you go to the gym once and you look yourself in the mirror, are you going to see any difference? No. But you're going to do that in a disciplined way over and over and over again. And then maybe one day, after 1 month or after 2 months, you're going to look yourself in the mirror and be like, wow, like I look amazing. Or you look at your older pictures and you're like, wow, I look amazing. Like this, I changed so much. And the reason why it took time, it's not because that you're lazy or incompetent. It's because that growth takes time. It takes patience. And yes, I realized this like in a bigger perspective, but I never realized this like in a really internal way. Like I would always judge myself based on my achievements and based on how I look instead of what did I do today? What did I achieve today? How much did I improve? How far have I got, you know? And I remember it was like not long ago where before I realized this, I like walked past the mirror and then I looked myself in the mirror and I was like, oh, I'm still not pretty enough. Oh, I'm still not good enough. I need to change this and that. And I was like, okay. In that moment, I realized like, okay, this is not okay and something is wrong. Like literally something needs to change immediately. Like because I'm working out every single day, I should be appreciating myself and recognizing that, wow, that is an achievement. Wow, I'm proud of myself. Wow, I did not feel like working out today, but still I showed up and I still completed the whole video. And that is something that you should always celebrate. You have to appreciate who you are while becoming who you want to be, because that's how you build real confidence. It's by looking yourself in the mirror and saying, my skin is getting clearer. Wow, my hair is looking better. I'm improving. And like the way I speak in my videos, I can literally see the one that I first posted and the one I'm posting now. Like there's a huge difference in how I speak and how I'm speaking my thoughts. In these videos, it does feel like I'm looking, speaking to myself, but who cares? You know? So there's also this other video that I saw of this guy who was like recording a video and then he was looking himself in the camera and he was like, oh my god, I look so ugly. And I was like, he did not look ugly at all. Like I would say he actually looked good, but he was he was literally like, I cannot look at myself. That's how ugly I am. And I was like, what is going on? And it made me realize in that moment that like you're not gonna have confidence just because you look good. It's more of a mental point where you believe that you actually look good. You believe that you're actually amazing and you believe that you're actually talented. And that's a mental thing that you need to build. Because if you're constantly telling yourself, I'm not good enough, I still don't look good, I'm still not this and that, like where do you expect yourself to reach where you're like, oh wow, I'm good enough? You're never gonna get there. You're never gonna have that confidence. Like you could literally look like a Victoria's Secret model and you're still gonna look yourself and just point out how bad that you look, you know? So you need to build that confidence while working on yourself. And the way that you build that is by appreciating yourself and by telling yourself that, wow, I look amazing. You applaud yourself for even the smallest wins and your smallest progress. That's how you build confidence, you know? And that's how you keep going. Like, no matter where you are, like, no matter where I am in my life, I do not care how long it takes me to get where I want to get in life. I do not care if it takes me weeks, months, or years. I just know that I'm going to get there. And I just know that every single day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. And that's all that matters to me. And that's the only priority that you should always have. Like, did I get better today, even if it's 1%? And if the answer is yes, that is an achievement, that is an accomplishment, and that is something that you should applaud. It's very, very important. That's why like people who are rich are still very miserable because they don't see the abundance that they have, because they always question themselves. They're always like, oh, I don't have enough, I'm not abundant, this and that. But if you're like so grateful and appreciative of every single thing in your life, that's how you're going to build happiness. Happiness is not having things in your life. Happiness does not come from the world, it comes from internally. That's why it's very important to always appreciate yourself and always be grateful for everything that you have in your life. If you do not teach yourself to appreciate and to celebrate your small wins, even when you achieve something big, you're still going to think that it's not good enough. You're still going to think, like, oh, I need to do more. This is not enough. And you're just going to chase a life that you're not even happy in. And I feel like that's not good enough, especially for me. So that's it for the video. I hope that you learned something. I hope that you realized something. Remember to always appreciate yourself, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.